Did you know that many digestive problems, such as bloating, gas, abdominal pain, and even nutritional deficiencies, may share the same hidden cause? That cause is called SIBO, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, and it's far more common than we think. The small intestine should contain only a limited amount of bacteria, very different from the colon, which is naturally rich in microbiota. But when, for various reasons, these bacteria migrate or multiply excessively in the small intestine, SIBO appears, an imbalance that disrupts your digestion and nutrient absorption. And the most dangerous part is that it can remain silent for years. SIBO not only causes superficial discomfort. Over time, it steals essential nutrients because these bacteria consume vitamins, minerals, and sugars before you do, creating deficiencies that affect the immune system, daily energy, and even brain health. That's why understanding it and taking action is key. So why does it develop? There are multiple causes. One of the main ones is impaired intestinal motility, the rhythmic movement that pushes food forward. If the intestine moves more slowly than normal, food stagnates, creating the perfect breeding ground for bacteria to multiply. Other factors may include abdominal surgeries, adhesions, reflux, medications such as proton pump inhibitors, and even chronic stress, which paralyzes digestive function. Symptoms are varied and sometimes misleading. Many patients think they only have lactose or gluten intolerance, when in reality the underlying problem is SIBO. The most common signs are bloating after meals, chronic diarrhea or constipation, belching, bad breath, abdominal pain, and in advanced cases, weight loss or vitamin deficiencies such as B12, iron, or magnesium. It is highlighted that not all SIBO bacteria are the same. Depending on the type, symptoms change. Methane-dominant SIBO is usually associated with constipation, while hydrogen-dominant SIBO causes more diarrhea and gas. Understanding this detail helps personalize treatment. How is it diagnosed? The most common method is the breath test, which measures hydrogen and methane levels after ingesting lactulose or glucose. If these gases appear in high amounts, it means that bacteria in the small intestine are fermenting sugars before they reach the colon. Now comes the most important part: how to repair SIBO and restore intestinal balance. Treatment is not one size fits all and usually combines several phases. The first is reducing bacterial overgrowth. This involves either specific antibiotics or natural antimicrobials such as oregano, aged garlic, or berberine. These compounds help control bacterial populations without destroying the entire intestinal ecosystem. The second phase is to repair and strengthen the gut. This means improving the intestinal lining, the barrier that prevents toxins and bacteria from leaking into the bloodstream. Key nutrients here include glutamine, zinc, and butyrate. Supporting the liver and pancreas to optimize digestion is also important. The third phase is diet, a fundamental pillar. Many people improve with protocols like the low-FODMAP diet, which limits fermentable carbohydrates that feed bacteria. This means temporarily reducing foods such as onions, garlic, legumes, or certain fruits. But caution, it's not about eliminating them forever, but using them strategically to give the gut a break while balance is restored. The goal is not to live restricted, but to re-educate the intestine. Once overgrowth is under control, foods are gradually reintroduced to restore healthy microbial diversity. Another essential step is supporting intestinal motility. There are medications and supplements called prokinetics that help prevent stagnation in the gut. But there are also natural ways: fasting between meals to allow the migrating motor complex, the intestine's housekeeping wave, to work, and practicing moderate exercise to stimulate digestive movement. As for prevention, it's not enough to kill bacteria. You have to correct what caused SIBO in the first place. If the cause was excessive use of antacids, those treatments must be reviewed. If there was abdominal surgery, motility must be supported more carefully. If the trigger is stress, learning emotional management techniques is just as important as diet. The final message is that SIBO is complex, but it has a solution. There is no single miracle treatment, but rather an integrated strategy that combines identifying the cause, reducing bacterial overgrowth, repairing the gut, improving motility, adjusting the diet, and finally maintaining habits that prevent relapses. Think of your intestine as a garden. If you let weeds overrun it and neglect it, unwanted plants grow and steal nutrients. But if you care for it, water it properly, and choose what you plant, it flourishes in balance, giving you energy, health, and well-being. That's why, if you suspect you have SIBO, don't ignore it. Seek a professional who can confirm it with tests and design a personalized plan. With proper treatment, you can repair your gut health and regain your quality of life. Most importantly, you can prevent it from coming back. Taking care of your gut is taking care of your second brain, because the intestinal microbiota communicates directly with your nervous system and your mood. Solving SIBO is not only about digestion, it's also about energy, concentration, and mental well-being. Your gut speaks, and learning to listen to it may be the best investment in your long-term health.